Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make my superfood protein latte. It's pretty simple. You basically just pick your ingredients and put it all in a blender. Today I'm going to make a cold brew version. So I've got my homemade cold brew here. You can definitely buy some at the store. I actually am trying to figure out how to make it a little more concentrated like it comes in at the store. So to be figured out later. Maybe I'll post a recipe if I can figure it out. But homemade cold brew is super easy. You just put ground coffee beans and water and let it sit at least, overnight, 24 hours. The longer, the better, obviously. I'm making 2 servings today because I've got a partner here that also enjoys these lattes. So we'll go ahead and dump this cold brew into the Vitamix blender. And of course you can make a hot version of this. You can brew fresh coffee. I love using a French press. So next comes like a creamer or a nut milk. I like to mix everything, so the more the merrier for me. I've got this Good Milk nut milk. It actually comes in a frozen packet, and you just add water and blend it. So it saves a lot of packaging because a lot of times you're really just paying for all that plastic container. So I'm just gonna add a little splash of this, give the base some girth, add a little more liquid. And then I'm gonna do a splash of this creamer as well because I like it. This is the original flavor Nut Pods, but they do have some other flavors, and it's completely plant-based. We are a vegan household here, so everything that we consume is plant-based. I just did a splash of that. The creamer I really like because it's a little bit thicker than the average nut milk or just milk in general, unless you do whole milk. So then you need like a protein powder base. So I laid out a few options that I love. I love Sun Warrior. This is the classic protein, vanilla flavor. And this is the classic plus vanilla, which I also like. You can look on their website for the differences. I've been really loving this Get Loved Up vanilla protein with moringa. Moringa is really high in vitamin C. It doesn't taste great, but this blend completely masks it. So I really like it, and it gives the protein latte a nice little flavor. The vanilla in here, I don't know if it's magic vanilla or what, but you can definitely taste it. I'm gonna use this one today. But I also love Sakaralife. I love everything that they do. This Superpowder has tons of really, really good ingredients. So you can also use this to mix in. The flavor works a little bit better in a smoothie, for instance, than in the coffee, but I still like to use this on occasion. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 scoops of this because I am doing 2 servings. I'm gonna do 2 hefty scoops. So that's our protein base. This has a lot of other great ingredients too, but 17 grams of protein per serving, I'll take it. Then I have these options for MCT oil. So I've got this HVMN MCT powder, and then I love Bulletproof Brain Octane as well. This is gonna be the liquid version. I'm gonna use the HVMN today. So again, I'm gonna do 2 scoops of this since I'm making 2 servings. And then for some superfood boosts, I've got a couple options here. This is Laird Hamilton Superfood Coffee Creamer. And this one's actually the turmeric one. So I really like it. It's anti-inflammatory. It gives it a nice little creamy flavor. It does come out yellow, so you know, it's good to mix with vanilla, but some people kind of like turmeric and chocolate together, a different flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and use a chocolate flavored powder. This is, again, Sakara. This is the Metabolism Superpowder, and it's got a cacao base, so it gives that chocolatey, like rich flavor. Tons and tons of good stuff in this powder. So once again, I'm gonna do 2 servings, but not hefty because I don't want it to be too chocolatey. So there's that. And then just for some extra culinary pizzazz, I love to add a little bit of sea salt. I mean, in my opinion, sea salt makes everything taste better. So I'll just do a little bam of that. And then a little maple syrup. Maple syrup is has got some good health benefits, not too much because you don't want too high glycemic sugar content, but a little goes a long way and adds a little sweetener. A lot of these powders have some natural sweetness in them, you know, from the vanilla or like monk fruit or stevia, so you don't need a lot. Now I'm just gonna put the lid on this and blend it. And there you have it. Cheers.